Hi Austin, it's Liz King here, and let's talk today about seller motivation. I was reading a really interesting article all about what would motivate sellers to sell today, and I thought I'd share a couple of my takeaways. So number one, there will always be sellers. There's always going to be the normal suspects: marriage, divorce, new baby, kids going away to college. Sellers will always be, job change. Sellers will always exist. But again, what motivates people today? And how has it changed? And obviously there are still going to be sellers that sell because their house doesn't fit anymore. It doesn't have the work from home space. It doesn't have the gym space, the garden space that would have helped me during the pandemic. People will still move as, their spaces just don't fit their needs anymore. And then I think people will always sell because the house isn't updated and just, things are annoying them and they don't really want to take on that renovation. But I do think that there's been a shift with whether or not people are willing to take on those renovations in the past 6 months. And I think it really has a lot to do with interest rates. So a lot of people during the pandemic, they refinanced and locked in an interest rate that's in the 2s and in the 3s. It's a much stronger position to be in than if you are going out to shop for a house today and lock in something in the 6s. So I think that, and besides that, with the incredible appreciation that's happened, people have equity in their home. They can do it. They can take on a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, take out some money, do renovations, and still not be, they haven't overbuilt for their neighborhood because the homes have appreciated so much. So I don't know that we're going to see the same amount of inventory of houses as people try to stay and make their spaces work. Additionally, remember that even though, you're ready to move on to the next house, your home's appreciated, but so has that next home. So I think that buyers still, or a seller would also still need to potentially buy something, and that next home may still be a stretch because prices, yes, they've come down a little bit, but they are still strong, and it's not totally a buyer's market that we're in right now. And then we are seeing less relocations. I know that there will always be some, but I think that people, now that they can do some work from home options, I don't think people are as motivated to pick up and move across the country as they may have been, or across the state, across the county, whatever it might be. We're seeing less of those. I have less people calling saying, I'm moving from out of state, help me. Couple things to consider if you're thinking about selling. Number one, your timing matters. And so if you'd like to talk more on the, time of year, when's the best time to sell, talk about some future projections versus kind of where we've been, where we're going, see if this is the right time for you and your family, please DM me or give me a call. And then remember that if your quality of life is just not where you need it to be, it might be worth considering selling, considering moving into a space that really is a better fit, because it's not really a quantifiable thing, but man, quality of life, if you wake up happy in your space, I would love to help you find that. And last but not least, while we have seen some price normalization and prices have come down some, as a seller, I know that's hard because what I could have gotten for my house 6 months ago versus today, it has changed. But also think about this, that also helps you as a buyer. So if you are going to go and get into that next home, buyers aren't paying the premiums that they had to 6 months ago. And so I think that there's some great opportunity. There are some beautiful homes available. So if you'd like me to help you find that next great space, please let me know. I would love to help you out.